My desire to join interfaith basically stemmed from my journey to attain spirituality. And throughout my life, I never quite had a chance to explore a sense of religious freedom or really pursue my own investigation of truth. And I owe this partly to the fact that I was born and raised in India under a very strict doctrine of Hinduism. However, after moving to America, this really changed everything for me. I was 10 years old and I began to recognize the different philosophies, ways of thinking, and the amount of freedom that people really had to express their views. I also noticed how there's a level of independence and responsibility that was nurtured in children here at a very young age, which is something that is absent from Indian culture in general. I mean, even when you take a look at family structures and how they function with so much codependence. But more than that, I've always been fascinated with religion and philosophy. And recently I began to focus on mysticism, partly because I noticed that it was basically this sort of unity that ran among different faiths. And the Baha'i faith also was something that was of great interest to me, and I was a Baha'i for 2 years in high school. I still enjoy the message that it evokes with, preaching unity among different faiths, and also how different religions have common goals. And I read and reflected upon several of these religious texts, and unfortunately, though, I hit a point where I was really hindered by the fact that I couldn't actually experience different religious environments or be part of any community, regardless of my personal practices of meditation and such. And more than anything, my parents really believed that there's no reason for me to explore other religions because they were so convicted that, I should be a Hindu. And so that really kind of set up a lot of barriers, and I never had any intention of offending them because, there's a lot of barriers with respect to in cultures, but basically I ended up coming to Davidson, and I couldn't wait for my freedom here to explore, and the first thing that I did was apply to the Fall Break Interfaith trip, and which was absolutely life-changing, and it helped me realize that there are also others who had these questions and who were facing these doubts, and that we're on this journey to find truth. So more than that, I finally realized the vital aspect that my learning depended on my ability to share myself and also be a part of other people's experiences in faith. So therefore, we grow better when we're together. And for these reasons, I think interfaith is extremely important, not only in our Davidson community, but also in greater communities. And through these discussions, I really hope that we learn not just to appreciate, but also expand our horizons of beliefs as we walk together. Thank you so much.